Welcome back to Luce Talk. Well, it looks like President Obama is mired in yet another long, hot and potentially bad-tempered summer. His first full summer as president, of course, was dominated by angry town hall protests by conservatives in opposition to his signature health care reform. That was a long August, but he did eventually get the bill enacted. This time round, in his sixth summer as president, he's under attack from left and right for pretty much any problem you can think of, both around the world and here at home. From the Malaysian airline being shot down over Ukraine, Israel's shelling of Gaza, the child migrant crisis on the Mexico border, or his general inability as president to get anything through Capitol Hill at the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue. So will things start to cool down for President Obama? Well, the short answer is we don't know, but the key thing that's buffeting him is events, and most of which are events he has no control over. If diplomacy were about effort, then John Kerry, President Obama's Secretary of State, would be getting high marks for all the time he's putting in trying to put out fires in Israel, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and of course the Ukraine. But these are not firestorms that were begun by America. And they're not firestorms that the Obama administration and even John Kerry with his hyperkinetic schedule can easily put out. Nevertheless, it's the nature of the job to take the blame for failing to do so. Expect more crises this summer. It doesn't help in the slightest that President Obama's approval ratings are so low. They're not quite as low as they were for George W. Bush after Hurricane Katrina in his second term, but they're nevertheless pretty low. In a recent poll, CNN showed that Mitt Romney would beat Barack Obama in a replay of the 2012 presidential election. That's how bad things have got. Now, of course, that was an entirely hypothetical exercise, but it doesn't alter the fact that his public opinion standing is very, very low, and he's unable to really get Congress to agree to do even the most minor things that he requests, such as addressing the humanitarian crisis on the Mexico border. Bigger issues like tax reform, overall immigration reform are pretty much dead in the water. That isn't going to change. They also, perhaps unfairly, contrast the huge number of election fundraising events that Obama has held, almost 400 election fundraising events since he became president, including three $32,000 per guest events last week in Seattle, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. If he can find so much time to raise money, say critics, why can't he devote more to all these big global crises that are crowding out his agenda? Well, it's an easy, if a little unfair, critique to level at him. The truth is, he's very good at fundraising, and he's terrified, along with other Democrats, of losing control of the Senate in November. So expect a lot more presidential fundraisers. Second, he can't control Congress, still less what happens in the Middle East. So that charge is going to continue to be leveled at him. The overall attack that he's fiddling while Rome burns, therefore, probably isn't going to go away, even if it isn't very fair.